Hello, I'm Arlene Warwick, founder of FindMillion-Sponsors.com, and I want to help your small nonprofit find a connection with large corporations so that they can become your promotional partners. Small nonprofits will always be financially stressed until they find a million-dollar corporation to sponsor them. Find Million-Dollar Sponsors is a step-by-step tool that teaches you how to achieve the recognition you've been yearning for and how to get your nonprofit, your dream, and your brand out there in a much, much bigger way. It's about becoming known and making a difference. It is about relieving the financial stress that your nonprofit is encountering. We know that your nonprofit can only do so much, and you as one person can only do so much. This can be extremely frustrating and saddening. To put it simply, it can be very heartbreaking. There's never enough time, energy, money, or manpower to do everything you want to do. And a lot of nonprofits are suffering. They are financially stressed, and it's because they are trying to do everything by themselves. If you want to be successful, it's necessary to get your message out there in a big way. You probably know this, but you're saying, how do I get started? I don't know what to do, where to look, or how to begin. To reach great heights, you have to go beyond yourself and your inner circle because your message can only get out there so far. You might have already realized that at some point you came to a dead end. Your list is only so big and it reaches only so many. You know a limited amount of people and business owners. Sooner or later, you have to take it to a greater level. You must strengthen and expand it if you want to grow and make a difference. And the way to reach greatness is through promotional partnerships. Do you want to learn to reach out to corporations and other organizations? Do you want to reach out to individuals that you can get your message out there in a huge way? So your goal should be to build a relationship with these companies. You want to make your nonprofit look good and make them look good. And ultimately, you want to get more money for your charity because that's what it's all about. You cannot run a successful nonprofit without funds. This is what Find Million-Dollar Sponsors teaches you. Together we can get your nonprofit out there and get it noticed. Do you have a strategy or a plan to get out there and get noticed by your community, by corporations, by other organizations? Do you have a mentor or a written guide? A business strategy is really simpler to follow than you think. You just need steps to follow to get started, to get going, and to become extremely successful. There is work involved. A sponsor is not going to jump out of the box and say, "Surprise, I like what you're doing. I'm here to help you. Let me help promote you." You know, it just doesn't happen that way. You have to go out and seek them. It's time to become proactive and pursue them. Reaching great goals, mastering your craft, becoming a top-notch nonprofit, not just in your community, but nationwide and globally, can be done. It starts with being open to learning, open to new ideas, open to becoming a student. It's so important to be a student first. If you don't know what steps to follow, you will be totally confused and lost. The seminars, webinars, workshops, and teleseminars I attended all said if you want to work with a foundation, build a relationship first. But none of these resources ever broke it down into steps to teach how to get started and to teach how to build a relationship. I created this program simply because nobody else was teaching this. I wanted to help small nonprofits just like yours. Here's the number one concept, the number one thing you must remember. It is to be in sync with the partner you are pursuing. Let me say this again. Be sure you are in sync with the partner you are pursuing. You must be in line with their beliefs, their ideas, strategies, missions, who they serve, and their audiences. A common ground is what you're looking for. If you do not have a connection, don't waste your time and don't waste their time. For example, if your charity raises money to promote youth sailing groups in Florida, you certainly would not pursue a corporation that helps poverty-stricken people in Africa. That just makes sense, right? Being in sync with the corporation and aligning with them is the number one most important thing. This is where you should begin. In my next presentation, I will help you get started with finding a corporation that aligns with your nonprofit. In the meantime, be happy, healthy, and kind to all living things.